Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate the support. Today we're going to do some high-speed swerving. High speed because most of us don't ride around on our motorcycles at 15 miles an hour in a parking lot. The reality is we've got to be able to swerve at higher speeds. What that means is we need to practice in a safe environment like this parking lot, and we need to practice our push-push, our small counter-steer maneuvers at higher speeds to avoid the objects on the road. Let's talk a little bit about the swerving process and why it's so important to stay on the throttle while you are doing the swerve. A lot of people see the object in the road and they brake, they pull in the clutch, they slow down, or they roll off the throttle. All of that is braking. You're taking away power from the engine to the back tire. By removing the power, by removing the throttle, by clutching, by braking, by rolling off, you're actually taking away traction that you desperately need while you swerve. So it's super important to not brake, not clutch, not roll off the throttle. Stay on the throttle with maintenance throttle while you swerve. Push, push, counter steers from your elbow, push forward, don't roll your shoulders. Keep your head and eyes straight, look for the escape route, push, push, get yourself around the object. And brake in any shape, manner or form while we're swerving is that we don't want to load our suspension. The suspension on a motorcycle works best when we are upright, straight, and moving forward under speed. Okay? The second we roll off, clutch or brake, we are slightly collapsing the suspension. Gravity's going to push us down, the weight of the bike's going to push us down. The suspension will collapse. Our ride height and clearance from the underside of the bike to the ground will decrease while we slow down or brake. When we increase the throttle or stay on the throttle, we are lifting the bike. We're lifting it from the front and the rear at the same time as we roll on. We want that extra ground clearance as we swerve and the bike goes into a slight lean in the direction that we go in. So we need to increase our ground clearance and we need to stay on the throttle by doing that. Okay, so I hope that's a little bit more clear on why it's important to not load the front brake and the front suspension by braking and causing the bike to dip. We don't want to be doing that when we're swerving, okay? So I'm going to show multiple perspectives of how I do this, from the helmet cam on my chin to a lower GoPro on the front of the bike. That's going to pick up the swerve as I ride. And if I have time, I'll throw the drone in the air and you'll see it from overhead. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, so it's super important to remember that when you're doing this, start off slowly. Do it slowly. Don't worry if you hit a cone, miss a cone, or put your foot down. Just take your time and build the speed until you're doing fast counter steers through the swerves. So I'm going to start off slowly and build the speed until I'm doing it hard and fast and getting through it without hitting the cones. So